I'm 82. I've been in this nursing home for 4 years, and there's something about these places that nobody prepares you for. Not the staff, not the brochures, not even the people who put you here. It's not what you think it is. Everyone talks about the loneliness, about being forgotten, about dying alone. That's what they show in movies. That's what people cry about. But that's not the worst part. The worst part is that you don't die alone. You die surrounded by strangers doing their job. Let me back up. My name is Tom. I worked in commercial refrigeration for 38 years. I installed walk-in freezers for restaurants and grocery stores. Good work, steady. I made decent money. Bought a house in 1971 for $18,000. Raised 2 kids there. My wife Ellen died in 2019. Heart attack. She was watching Wheel of Fortune and then she wasn't. The doctor said she probably didn't feel much. I don't know if that's supposed to make it better. I stayed in the house after. For 2 years I stayed. I thought I was doing fine. I could still drive, still cook, still take care of the yard. My son David would call every Sunday. My daughter Marie lived in Phoenix, so I didn't see her much, but we'd talk. Then I fell. January 2021. Ice on the driveway. I was taking the trash out. My leg broke in 2 places. Surgery, rehab, physical therapy 3 times a week. But here's what happened that nobody tells you about. I never got back to normal. Not really. I was slower after, more careful. And that caution turns into fear real quick when you're old. I stopped driving at night. Then I stopped driving in bad weather. Then I mostly stopped driving. David started coming by more, bringing groceries, mowing the lawn, and I could see it wearing on him. He'd stay for 20 minutes, always looking at his watch, always mentioning something he had to get to. One day he sat me down and said we needed to talk about options. Options, that's what they call it. We looked at 3 places. I told him I could manage at home. He said the house was too big, too many stairs. What if I fell again? What if something happened and nobody found me for days? I said I'd be careful. He said that's what I said before. So we picked this place, Pine Valley Estates. It's not really a valley, and there's 1 pine tree out front that looks half dead. But the rooms were clean. The staff seemed nice during the tour. They had activities, a little library, a beauty salon. What they don't show you is what it feels like after your family leaves and you're still there. The first week, I kept thinking someone would come get me, like this was temporary, like I'd heal up and go home. Nobody said it was permanent, but nobody said it wasn't either. I had a roommate at first, Stanley, 87. He'd been there 6 years. He told me the trick was to not expect anything. Don't expect the food to be hot. Don't expect anyone to come when you press the call button right away. Don't expect your family to visit as much as they say they will. He was right about all of it. Stanley died last April. Stroke. I woke up one morning and there were people around his bed, and then they wheeled him out, and that was it. They had someone new in there by that afternoon, a guy named Raymond who talks to himself all night. That's what got me thinking about what I want to tell you. It's about how you stop being a person here. Not all at once, bit by bit. They learn your name, but they don't learn you. The CNAs know. I take cream in my coffee, but they don't know. I used to rebuild carburetors on weekends. They know I have 2 kids, but they don't know Marie won a spelling bee in 5th grade or that David played JV basketball. There's a woman here named Doris who tells the same story every single day about her wedding in 1956. The same story, word for word. And I used to think that was sad, but now I think maybe she just needs someone to know she had a wedding, that she was a bride once, that she mattered to someone, because that's what disappears here. The proof that you mattered. My son visits twice a month now. Used to be every week, but things get busy. I get it. He's got work. His kids have school stuff. Life doesn't stop just because your dad's in a home. But here's what kills me. When he comes, we run out of things to say in about 10 minutes. He asks how I'm feeling. I say fine. He tells me about some project at work I don't understand. I nod. We watch the TV in the common room for a while. Then he says he should probably get going. Traffic, early start tomorrow. You know how it is. And I do know how it is. I used to be the one visiting my father in a place like this back in 1989. I did the same thing. Stayed an hour, talked about nothing, left as soon as it felt okay to leave. I'm not mad about it. That's not why I'm telling you this. I'm telling you because I thought I understood what these places were. I thought they were where old people went when they couldn't take care of themselves anymore. Clean, safe, supervised. But what they really are is waiting rooms. You're waiting to die, but you can't say that. The staff doesn't want to hear it. Your family doesn't want to hear it. So you sit. You eat meals you didn't choose. You watch TV shows you don't care about. You take pills the nurse brings you in a little paper cup. And the thing is, some people are here for 10 years. 10 years of waiting. There's a man down the hall named Frank who's 94. He's been here since 2014. Sharp as anything, reads the newspaper every day, does crosswords. His mind is perfect. But his body quit on him. He can't walk, can't feed himself, can't go to the bathroom without help. I asked him once what it's like, being trapped like that. He said you get used to anything if you don't have a choice. That's what scared me more than anything he could have said. Here's what I want you to understand. And I mean really understand. Your parents or your grandparents or whoever you've got that's getting older, they're heading here or somewhere like it. And you're going to tell yourself it's the right thing, the safe thing. You're going to tell yourself they'll be taken care of, that it's better than them being alone. And maybe that's true. Maybe it is better. But it's not good. It's not good to be bathed by strangers. It's not good to eat dinner at 4:30 because that's when dinner's served. It's not good to need permission to go outside. It's not good to have someone check on you every 2 hours during the night to make sure you're still breathing. And the worst part, the part nobody admits, you're going to feel relieved. You're going to feel guilty about the relief, but you're going to feel it anyway. Because taking care of old people is hard. It's exhausting. It takes time you don't have, money you don't have, patience you don't have, So you put them somewhere and you visit when you can, and you tell yourself you're doing your best. And maybe you are. My daughter came to see me last month. First time in a year. She flew in from Phoenix for her high school reunion and stopped by for an hour on her way to the airport. We took a picture. She posted it on Facebook. Lots of people liked it, commented about what a good daughter she is. She is a good daughter. I mean that. She calls on my birthday. She sent flowers on Father's Day. She's busy. She's got her own life. But sitting here now, I can't stop thinking about all the time I had with her when she was young and I was working 60-hour weeks. All those piano recitals I missed. All those nights I came home after she was asleep. All those weekends I spent in the garage instead of with her. I thought I was doing the right thing, providing, making sure we had enough. And now I'm in a place where everything is provided and I've got more than enough time, and none of it matters because there's nobody here who needs me. Ellen used to say I'd regret working so much. She'd say the kids would be grown before I knew it. She was right. She was right about a lot of things. I wish I could go back and tell my 40-year-old self to go to the piano recital. Skip the overtime. The extra money doesn't matter as much as you think it does. But that's the thing about being old. You finally figure things out right when it's too late to do anything about it. There's an aide here named Patricia. She's worked here 11 years. She's kind, patient. She remembers little things. She knows I don't like my eggs runny. She knows I get cold easy. She knows I like to sit by the window. Last week I heard her talking to another aide in the hallway. She was saying how her daughter wants her to quit. Says the pay isn't worth it. Says she should find something less depressing. And I wanted to tell her not to quit, because she's the only person here who makes me feel like a human being instead of a task on a checklist. But I didn't say anything, because it's not my place to ask someone to keep a hard job just so I feel less invisible. That's another thing about being here. You lose the right to ask for things. Everything becomes about being grateful. Grateful they're taking care of you. Grateful your family pays the bills. Grateful you're not on the street. You're supposed to be grateful, and you are. But you're also angry and sad and bored and scared, and you can't say any of that because then you're the difficult one. So you smile. You say, thank you. You eat the lukewarm food. You let strangers touch your body. You make small talk with people who forget you exist the second they leave your room. And you wait. That's what I wish someone had told me about nursing homes. They're not terrible. The people aren't cruel. It's clean. It's safe. But it's not living. It's existing. And there's a difference. If you take anything from this, just take this. The time you have with people isn't guaranteed. And when it's gone, you can't buy it back no matter how much you saved.